Hello, Heritage families. We are happy to be here today to talk with you about our Title I programming, and we have our teachers and administrators here with us. I am Dr. Jody Oliver, the principal at Heritage Intermediate Elementary, and Mr. Davis Straub is the assistant principal at Heritage Intermediate. We'll have Dr. Sutton introduce herself and her staff at Heritage Primary.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sutton. I'm the principal at Heritage Primary, and our assistant principal is Dr. Gretchen Morrison.
For our staff here at Heritage, we have a literacy staff that consists of our campus literacy coach, which is Beth Kennedy. We have our Heritage Primary Reading Interventionist. We have Mrs. Mary Beth Wells, Mrs. Kathy Gow, Miss Julie Pisarek, and Mrs. Carrie Fast. On the intermediate side, we have Mrs. Trisha Burks, Mrs. Casey Land, Mrs. Caitlin Biddle, and Mrs. Carrie Fast. Carrie goes between both sides.
So you might be wondering how our schools qualify to receive Title I funding. This is a federally funded education program, and the money we receive helps to supplement funds to meet students' educational goals based on the number of students enrolled in our free and reduced lunch program. Title I supports our students by upgrading our entire educational program in order to receive or in order to improve our reading achievement.
All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our regular education curriculum. First, we'll start with the phonological awareness, and this is the ability to recognize and manipulate sounds. We use the Heggerty Phonemic Awareness Curriculum for K2. Your kids probably call it the blue book or the yellow book. We also have phonics, which is the sound and letter relationship. Students learn to decode words. We use our Lucy Calkins units of study, K2. They have animals that go with them. Probably you'll hear about Mabel. And some of our other animals are a dragon and a lion, and the kids really love those. And then we have Words Their Way for grades 3 through 5. For shared reading, there's interactive reading experiences that occur when the students share a reading of a book or another text while being guided or supported by the teacher. And we have interactive writing, which is an instructional method where the teacher and students work together to construct a meaningful text while discussing the details of the writing process. We also, of course, have our reading and writing workshop. This goes with the Lucy Calkins units of study for reading and writing, and this consists of a short mini lesson, a time where the students can read books independently with themselves or with a partner, and the teacher will go around and have conferences with individual students or conduct small groups, and then they will come back together to share their new learning. We do some assessments to track progress to see how the students are doing. Those consist of running records, and this is where the teacher listens to a child read a leveled text. And as they listen, the teacher will record errors, listen to how fluently the text is read, and discuss the text to check for comprehension. We also have informal reading and writing conferences where the teacher meets with the students to discuss the book they are reading or their piece of writing. We have iReady, which is an online assessment given to all students that allows teachers to check student growth and individual grade level standards. And the MAP test, which is the Missouri Assessment Program, and this is given to students grades 3 through 6.
Our MAP scoring is here from the last 4 years. However, last year in 2019, we did not take the Missouri Assessment Program due to the COVID outbreak. So as you can see here, there are 3 years of data that we have from 2016, 2017, and 2018. And this is a percentage of students who are proficient or advanced in the area of English language arts.
Okay, you're probably wondering how you can help your child as a parent and support their reading or their learning at school. So it's pretty important to have your child come to school each day and get into a daily routine of reading and writing every night if you can. Attend conferences and parent events. communicate with your teacher, your child's teacher, if you have any concerns or questions that you need to have answered. Challenge your child, but in a realistic way so they don't become frustrated or they don't shut down. And always add lots of praise as you are reading and writing with your child.
Hi, we're going to talk a little bit about why reading at home for 20 minutes really makes a difference. So if student A reads for 20 minutes a day, then they end up reading 3,600 minutes per school year. That's 1,800,000 words per year. And then that student would score in the 90th percentile on standardized tests. Take a peek at student B. If student B reads 5 minutes per day, then they're reading 900 minutes per school year, 282,000 words per year. But then their score is in the 50th percentile on standard tests. Let's take a peek at student C. If student C reads 1 minute per day, that's 180 minutes per school year. That's 8,000 words per year. And then they're going to score in the 10th percentile on standardized tests. So if they start reading 20 minutes a night in kindergarten, by the end of 6th grade, student A will have read for the equivalent of 60 school days. And student B will have read for 12 school days, and student C will have only read for 3. So it's so important to just spend that 20 nights at home every day, having your child read independently, reading with your child, having them read to other family members at their house, even their pets. Kids love to read with their pets. So it makes a difference, and it builds vocabulary, fluency, and it's great time that you get to spend with your child. So investing just 20 minutes every day can make all the difference in the world. Happy reading!
So we're going to talk a little bit about our reading intervention program. Our reading intervention program is a small group intervention. They're intense and they're focused instruction based on the children's needs of that group. They are 20 to 30 minute lessons and they're 5 days a week. We have 3 to 4 students in a group at a time. These groups are in addition to classroom reading instruction, and they are taught by an interventionist. Our interventionist and classroom teacher collaborate to make sure we're on the same page with instruction, and that your students then are receiving a double dip of instruction from the reading interventionist. Thanks.
So you may be wondering how they are selected or qualify for reading intervention. Students with the highest need in each grade level identified will be serviced first, and that's for both the primary and the intermediate side. We give some baseline assessments to your child, and we look for several areas. Each child has at least 3 subtests that we give, and we're testing in the area of phonemic awareness, phonics, their fluency, their comprehension, and their vocabulary.
So the interventionists have created a Heritage Reading Resources website for you to use to give you ideas of how you can help your child at home. If you click on the link in this presentation, across the top of the site, there are links for pages on sight words, reading comprehension, writing tools, phonological awareness, and books online. Also, if you click the link on the homepage, there are links for our personal website and also tips for you to help your struggling reader.
Thank you so much for watching our virtual Title I night. We appreciate your time and we would love your feedback. Please click on the link below for the survey. And thank you so much. We hope you have a better understanding of how Title I works at Heritage Elementary. Have a good night.